Welcome back to a new video. So we managed to get a 3-run home run to win the last game, 8-7, and win the series against the Athletics. So now we are playing Seattle, and we have a 5.5 game lead despite a little bit of our struggles. We're going to continue with the take until there's 2 strikes strategy, and see how that continues to work with our team. It's worked really well twice, or well, once really, really well, and then the game we managed to win, it worked okay. So Clayton Kershaw's on the bump today, giving up 2 out singles and doubles, but pitching out of that mess. 2-0 count, 3-0 count, 3-0 count. He's going to get to a full count and get a ground out. So no matter what, if it's a 3-0 count, they get back to a full count, which is, statistically very likely to happen apparently every single time. That's where it's like the RNG stuff needs to be fixed, or for them just to. I feel like there's enough statistical calculations of baseball games to where you could calculate the percentage of times where it's a 3-0 count and they get on base from a walk. And I feel like it's higher than the percentage that the game has, and the percentage of time where it goes to be a 3-0 count and then all the way to a full count. Um, but I am taking pitches, I suppose. So I suppose that it could happen more often if you just never swung. But I don't know. Feels incorrect. Feels like with all these 3-1 counts, there should be more, especially against like Xavier Isaac, who's a dangerous hitter. They're just going to be floating balls down the middle for strikes, apparently, for him. But we will continue with our strategy. Clayton's giving up more. Wow. Clayton is continuing to struggle. 2-0 count, 2-1 count, 2-2, and a ground out. Unfortunate. Well, Clayton last game pitched 150 pitches, so he might be a little bit tired from that still. But he's on pace to throw another 150 if he continues to not pitch well and our offense continues to not do anything. It's very obnoxious that we're not getting any hits or any walks. Yeah, every time 3-0 count gets to a full count. It decides to give up another 2 runs. Love to see it. Well, I accidentally forgot to take there. We're just going to go with the normal strategy, just letting them swing away. So apparently our offense is just going to be terrible. Get 2 guys on for their new pitcher. And our offense doing a whole lot of nothing. So Clayton's at the 102. And we just let him keep going. See how far he can get. We get through 7. We get a home run from Cal. So he's at 125. We're getting our money's worth out of him. Let Ronaldo pitch today. It's kind of annoying. Our offense. We have so many games where we just score a run. It's just kind of it's kind of dumb. Kind of dumb. Get the leadoff guy on for Brandon Lowe just to roll it to a double play, and that's going to be the game. So, offense tried to do something there at the end, but unfortunately, we want to roll into double plays. Oh, water is delicious. All right. So Pedro Avila, we're going to demote him, bring Garrett Clevenger back up, and just put him in long relief. Brock Stewart, we're going to put him to avoid high leverage because apparently he stinks. Can't trade him. Trade deadline has passed. We want to trade him though. All right, so we're back off the taking balls. We're gonna go half innings at a time. Hit a run. So far, so good for us. He's at 35 pitches. Another good inning for him. Whenever we get 4, he's at 48. Gives up a run, but we got a 3-run lead still. So then he's at 77. So he gets through another inning. Get 2 more runs. So he's at 91 pitches, so we're going to go ahead and take him out. Just needs to get out of this inning. There he goes. We're going to go half inning there. We're going to go ahead and take him out. They get another run, but that's it for them. So we do get the win. I don't really like doing it like that because I feel like just randomly they'll score 6 runs in an inning, or your guy's getting shelled, so you don't really have an opportunity to fix them. All right, we're back to it. Sandy's on the bump. Immediately giving up 3 runs. It's so annoying to always have to play from behind. And I feel like that's what we have to do almost every game. I'm going to pitch the contact this game to see how it goes. Can't go any worse than what he did in the first inning. Our hitting can get worse, though. Our hitting is just non-existent. Get our first hit finally, and don't do anything with it. It's at 92, gives up another run for good measure. Gives up a couple more for good measure. Get a double. Are we going to do anything with it? Alas, we are not. So he's at 111 pitches. So Garrett's going to come in. We're just going to have everyone pitch the contact. Oh, I didn't mean to bunt. It's a little troll on my part. Pitching the contact, just unfortunate for our team. We're going to get shut out. They're a complete game shutout. That's just bad. That's just bad. Excuse me. Yeah, just let the AI generate the lineups. Let's do it for everything. Just let the AI figure it out for us. Oh, 10 months. That's brutal. I guess Pedro's gonna be able to stay up with us. Now we play the Tigers. Our lead is slowly evaporating as we continue to lose and lose and lose. Man, we just never can keep giving up like first inning runs. It's not a good sign for our team. Our offense, we're just getting no hit like every game. And like our best hitters aren't doing anything either, which is the weirdest part. There we go. We tie up the game there with the single. See if we can get a run this inning. Matthew Etzel gets on base. And he's just bad at stealing. It's kind of annoying. Immediately gives up a home run. Then a hit. Another one. They're blowing open the game. And it's really just coming down to our hitting. It's like we can't expect our pitchers to just no hit every team. We got to have more than a run a game. Like the fact that we're just not getting a lot of hits and stuff is just not good at all. Let him get through this inning here. We're just not generating any offense. Besides, Nolan Gorman's apparently hitting home runs every other game. Yeah, Khalil just wish he would do something. He just 184, like he just has a little bit of pop, but he's just not doing enough to justify him staying up with us. We're just gonna have to send him back to AAA. It's unfortunate because he has the power. Where if he was batting like 220, hitting a couple home runs, he'd be worth it. Like if he was doing what Cal Rowley's doing, 222 with 13 home runs, like he would just have a spot. But he unfortunately is just not doing his job. Unfortunate. We gotta get a run this inning. Looks like we're just gonna get guy on base, 2 outs, and another guy on base for Matthew. And he's not clutch. Unfortunate. I really wanted it to work out with him, but and he's only 23, so I mean he still has time to develop, but he's just not figuring it out. And it stinks because like he could. His contact's not that high, but like he should be hitting more home runs than he is. So we'll probably have to. I mean, Sergio's not doing that great either. It's bad 214. It's not even worth bringing him up. 244. Same kind of deal. We'll give Gold Emerson a chance. At least he gets him back up at bats. We have Miguel Sano. Just anything to get a little offensive spark. Because like our pitching, we give up a run early and then we just don't do anything the rest of the game, which is fine. But um, we just need to get like 5 runs. It just if we could do that, we would just be able to hold them off so much easier. But it's just unfortunate that it's just oh we finally got a hit. Brandon Lowe hasn't had a hit in a while. It's like we have the guys that can do it. Nolan Gorham seems to be the only one that's consistently doing anything in these games, even when we're struggling. And Matthew Essel just gets caught every time he steals, so we don't even have that threat anymore. Lead off single. See if he can steal. He can. And a 2-run home run. So there's some offense. There's really what our team should be able to do. Like, we have all of these guys with double-digit home runs, and they just all got cold at the same time. Nolan Gorman is starting to hit home runs. He has 22 home runs this year already. He's almost gonna lead our team in home runs. Miguel Sanu gets a hit. He's really slow, but we can't get steals anyway. So Jace Jung is on second. Chris Sale's at 54 pitches. Walks another guy. Gets out of the inning though. Still got a 4-run lead though. I mean, if we can get 4 runs every game like this, then I would be happy. Like, our pitching should be able to hold them down below 4. But if we get 5 or 6, that's actually what we need. All right, he's at 81, so he gets through a 7th inning. Matthew Ethel gets on. We're still going to try to steal with him. Miguel Snow gets walked. Fielder's choice. A single. Oh, so that gets us a run. I thought it's like somehow a single I thought didn't score him. Like, that's Ashley trolling us. So a single there. Xavier Isaac with 3 RBIs today. Our offense is doing stuff. Chris Sale is continuing to deal, actually. But it's like, this is a game where if he gave up 3 or 4 runs, like, they'd be fine because we have offense that's actually doing stuff. So see if he can fit. Nope, lost a shutout. Unfortunate for him. So we're going to go ahead and take him out of the game. It's garbage time, so Brock Stewart can come in and pitch. Because we know him. He gives up runs. He's not really good at, yeah, I mean, like, he's not really good at doing his job, unfortunately. But, you know, we have for garbage time. So we lost the first game of the series, won the second one. Our offense did stuff. When our offense does stuff, we can actually win. Nolan Gorman is apparently our best hitter right now. He had 15 home runs with them, so he's definitely on like a higher pace of home runs for sure. His average is down a little bit from his time in Arizona, but I mean, this is what I was kind of hoping that Khalil Watson would be able to do. He just unfortunately wasn't able to do it. A leadoff triple, and they actually don't score off that. That's some stuff that we do. That's a Tampa Bay strategy. We had a run here with a single, so some early offense. Is our offense coming alive nowadays? Yeah, we get 3. We had another run, a single here. So we get 4 runs in this first inning. Clayton Kershaw's on a bump. So far, we're pitching pretty good. Maybe that's just a little bit of a cold streak. Maybe Miguel Sano is what we needed to help figure out our offensive lineup a little bit. Whatever works, I'll take it. We got 2 guys on and a 3-run home run, but like, we have 4 runs, so like, this is the kind of game that he can have, and it's not that big of a deal. Jordan Walker gets on base. We're gonna go for the double steal. Double steal. Double steal. And it works out. Swing away, and it's a double. Scores both the runs, so the steal ends up paying off massively. So now we're back to a 3-run lead. We had another run from the base hit. We had a 2-run home run, so our offense is just popping off. And like, this is the kind of game we'll have 15 runs, but then the next game we'll have 2 in the next 4 games. Clayton Kershaw is only able to make it through 3, so I don't know why he was even starting today. But it's Pedro Avila time. This is where Pedro, you're able to get him a lot of innings, and is able to just pick a. It's honestly where you're able to build momentum with a pitcher and get him in the starting lineup. That kind of happened with Spencer Howard, to where for a while he was just kind of just a garbage inning pitcher, and he just was pitching really well every time he had a chance to go in, and just started putting him in different situations and for longer stretches of time. And eventually it was like, all right, he can just kind of be a fringe starter for us. And in a game like this too, it's like we got Pedro Vila that, if it doesn't work out, we can keep mixing and matching guys to fill in the kind of garbage inning slot and see if someone works out. And it's a useful thing because, they eat innings regardless, whether they are good or not. Like here, if he gives up 4 runs, they're just like, he's just not a starter, but like he's going to have enough stamina to get through a couple of innings when we need it, when we have a big lead like this. Lose at 47, so we're going to force him through this inning and give him a base runner in the next. So that's a walk, 2 outs. Gives up 2-run home run, which is fine. He's at the end of his stamina, but he made it through. In fact, we'll probably try to get him through the ninth inning. So he gets an out, gives up another run, gets a second out, loads the bases up, and gets the out. And so it's like, yeah, we overextended him in this game. He threw 112 pitches, but like, who cares? He's actually 7-1 this year. That's kind of hilarious. But yeah, Clayton Kershaw wasn't able to make it very far in this game for us, but we were able to get the win. Had a lot of offense, had 16 hits, so we'll certainly take that every day of the week. This will be, I think we'll just end with this series here, so we'll play Milwaukee, depending on how long that takes, but most likely will be the last of this video, and then I'm probably gonna be heading off to bed. Stomach is I ate a lot of food, so my stomach's a little bubbly from that. A little gaseous. So Kyle Bradish is on the bump today. We get a walk here and a double play. Jackson Churio gets on base, steals. I honestly never throw pickoff moves either. I don't think they really make much of a difference. Matthew Etzel gets on base, refuses to steal. Force him to steal. Miguel Sano strikes out. A fly out. And there. So we get a guy in scoring position, but nobody's able to come up clutch for that. Kyle Bradish was injured. That's not good. That's not good at all. So we probably have to just bring in Sandy because we're going to need a lot of innings. And we're going to need to probably bring in a new starter. Unfortunately, gives up runs. Come on, Sandy. That's such a garbage way for them to get 3 runs because our pitcher gets hurt. Our offense just yeah, we get 10 runs in the last game. We're going to get shut out in this one. I love to see it. That's just so goofy. 2-run home run by Miguel Sano. So we got the deficit in half. We need more offense, though. Especially if Sandy's going to be giving up more runs. Nolan, nope. So Sandy is pitching okay, although he's given up a couple of runs. It's considering the situation that we kind of threw him in. I would say he's done fine. And now he's completely crapping down his side of his leg. Here's another run. There's another run. So unfortunately, not only did we lose a starting pitcher, now our bullpen or rotation is a little messed up here, which is very fun. Cal Raleigh hits another home run though, and we get someone on base with 2 outs, and that's going to be it. So unfortunately, they hurt our pitcher. We don't know what's wrong with him. We're just going to go ahead and place him on the injured list for 15 days and hope that it's not a serious thing so we can bring up a starting pitcher, and Sergio can go to AAA. Our bullpen's just been kind of a mess. Our starting pitching, I should say, has been kind of a mess, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, because it should be good. Like, we made I think, the correct moves and got really good pitchers, and they just aren't pitching that well in our offense. Like, I feel like I put together a good team. They just have to do their job. It's like they're doing in this game. But I suppose we're not going to win every single game, but it's kind of frustrating when the offense is just very just randomly terrible. And then like you have pitchers that will pitch a full game shutout and then struggle in the next. But I suppose in some sense that is just baseball in a nutshell. But it is annoying when you see it over multiple games where like the same three guys aren't getting hits or it's a 3-0 count and they throw three straight strikes every single time. Stuff like that's definitely annoying. And then last game, that was just ended up just being a hot mess with our pitcher getting hurt and then messing up our rotation a bit. Managing to hold on to our lead, but Taj Bradley, he gets a double play, so quick ending for him. Lead off double, a walk. Randy strikes out. We also strike out a lot, but the double here is going to score 2 runs, push our lead to 3, and get a guy in scoring position. We get a single here, which is going to put runners on the corners. A walk here is going to load the bases up. They bring in a new pitcher for Nolan Gorman, and he's going to roll into a double play, unfortunately. Big opportunity to blow up in this game. Another walk for Taj Bradley to lead off an inning, but he's able to work out of it. Matthew Etzel gets out. Miguel Sano gets out. And that is it for us. He's at 68 pitches, so hopefully he can make it through the 6th inning. He's doing a really terrible job of it right now by giving up runs, blowing the lead, and fully blowing the lead. So good job on his part. He should have been able to get through that inning, but unfortunately, he just didn't have the mental fortitude to do it. So now we're in a deficit because he gave up 4 runs. Unfortunate for him. I want to use, I guess Jeremy Estrada can go in. Jeremiah Estrada. Two out single, and that's it. A walk, fielder's choice, a single, some runners in the corners for Matthew, and a fielder's choice at home. That's kind of stupid. And nothing happening. So, great opportunity for us to score. Unfortunately, they didn't take advantage of that. So, top of the 9th here, ground out. Our best hitters, not clutch. So, unfortunately, Taj Bradley, he had a good start until he got to the edge of his um, stamina and just completely collapsed in his last inning and blew the game. So unfortunate for us, but there's not much you can do about that. 5 more weeks to see him back. We still don't know what happened to our other pitcher. Could be a bad sign if we haven't heard anything yet. Usually, if it's minor, I think you usually hear it pretty quick. So see if we can win the series here against the Brewers. I suppose we can start taking out all our starting pitching early, but I feel like it's just not a good thing to do that when they should be able to get through another inning. Especially because our bullpen's been kind of not the most consistent lately. Maybe that's what the game is wanting. Is that Matthew Etzel hitting a home run? First home run of the year. That's hilarious. Did not have that on my bingo card happening today. We're gonna throw a pickoff move to first. Lead off single, strikeout, and a double play. Quick inning. Lead off double, back to back doubles. That's what we like to see. A productive out, too. Matthew Etzel just doing everything, hitting home runs and doubles. Miguel Sano, unfortunately, not doing much with that at bat. Take a 3-0 lead. See if we can hold on to it. Gives up a run, but that's it. We don't do anything with that. 85 pitches. So this is like the inning where our pitchers consistently collapse. And it's like, yeah, it's like you should be able to get through the sixth inning, but they just can't do much, unfortunately. And now we have to get into our bullpen. So this is where we have to depend on what should be really good bullpen arms, but a lot of times they're just really struggling to do their job. Yeah, it's like Kelly Jansen blows essentially a save, entirely blows it, gives up the lead entirely. So it's just like, why wouldn't I just leave in our starter? Because our bullpen guys just do the same thing that he's gonna do. Just kind of goofy. Gives up a home run. So I mean, yeah, we get great bullpen arms, and they just end up doing a whole lot of nothing. Top of the ninth. Looks like we're gonna lose the series because our offense is not clutch. So only 3 runs, not enough to win. 5 is what we gave up, and unfortunately, our pitching just didn't do it for us. 9 months, so that's devastating. So we have Onel Cruz coming back pretty soon. Brian Bello somewhat coming back pretty soon. Thankfully, our division, they're not really taking advantage of our struggles here. So we actually got swept by the Brewers. So that's really unfortunate. It's kind of dumb. But Boston's a pretty big series, so we're going to play that in this one. Um, I don't know. I'm just really disappointed that guys like Brock Stewart, like it just, there's just guys that we can't trust. We're just going to waive him. Like we might as well get someone with stamina if he's just going to pitch like garbage. If I can't trust him to throw an inning and without giving up 2 runs, then why would we even bother having on our team? We can have someone like Jesus Luzardo do that, and he at least has the ability to pitch a couple of innings. But I think we'll bring him up and put him in the starting rotation. Does he have stamina right now? He's all rested, so. And the chain buys and Pedro can be kind of our long inning guys. We'll play the Boston one. It's only a 2 game series, so we'll play this one too. Kind of a weird one to see. See if we get any offense going early. It seems like Clayton is just pitching every day. I don't really know why. But whatever. It's not like our offense is going to do anything for him. There's 3 runs, so we're just going to get no hit again. Yeah, just put a bunch of good hitters on your team and watch them not hit. Get a bunch of good pitchers on your team, watch them just give up 3 runs every first inning. We get a run though. I get another one. Why what? Why not? He's already at 73 pitches. Hit 2 guys on and do nothing. And Clayton really wants to pitch the rest of this game. He honestly might just get waived after this game. He's just continuing to struggle. It's like we can have garbage pitchers come up and do what he's doing. Yeah, we're just gonna make him pitch the rest of this game and then release him. The most toxic thing you can do. And what's he at? Still, yeah, he's just 2.5 stars. So I mean, he just hasn't been good for us, unfortunately. It's a swing and a miss for him to be in our bullpen or be a starter. I have a feeling that he's not gonna want to go to AAA. It's like we have guys like that that can just. I mean, like if they're gonna do the same thing that Clayton's gonna do, might as well just use them. There's no reason to overthink it. I think that's kind of the. I guess that's. I mean, that's on me in a lot of sense. Like the fact that I thought that Clayton Kershaw would be a better pitcher than Shane Baez, but in the simulation world, the names and the mentals of the players don't really matter. Just the pure skill that the game assesses that they have. So Brandon Lowe is going to hit a single, which is going to score him. Which after the wild pitch, and Miguel Sano's been a nice little addition to our team. He's already he's batting what 312 so far in a couple of games, so he's had some good hits as well, important times. So Shane Baez gives up a run, but manages to hold the lead. We need a solo home run. So is that what, number 25 on the year? Maintaining his home run lead on the team. Excuse me. Is that another home run? So we got 2 runs that inning. So we might split this little 2-game series with him. Right now we're just pitching the contact to see what happens with him. A single, a walk, a fielder's choice, only 1 out there, and a flyout. And that's it. He's at 72. Escape pitch into contact. He's continuing to he blows the lead. See, like Clayton Kershaw could do that, so you might as well have the guy that's gonna be cheaper in the long term do the same thing. So under 3 pitches, let's go ahead and drop him out. Let Jesus get a couple of innings. But unless our offense comes alive here, we got a run back. We got all 3 back. Brandon Lowe to third and maintain the lead. So it's up to Jesus to hopefully not blow this lead. He keeps it. Just need a run. Jesus at 48, so thankfully recognize that. And so we bring in Brock Stewart. No, we don't. Jeremy Estrada, maybe. So now we can bring in Chapman. He's able to get that out. Ooh, we get the leadoff home run and the runner on. Tristan Casas gets hurt. So mild abdominal strain, so not too bad. We'll go ahead and put Colt Emerson in for him. Can he play first base? No. I guess it doesn't really matter. He's just going to run. It's actually pretty fast, so that's pretty good. There's a fly out. We get another run with the fielder's choice. So we have a 2-run lead. Can we take out Chapman since it's a new inning? Okay, so that's the 3. It's 3 batters in an inning or a new inning. So that is good. And everyone gets a save. So our offense kind of bailed us out there. So I'd like to see that. We're just going to hit autoplay to the next game. Of course, Brian Bello suffers a setback for his injury. Kyle Bradish is out for the year with a torn labrum. So it's kind of devastating for our pitching, but kind of stinks. I feel like Clayton, we're just going to end up having to release. Those guys aren't going to want to go to AAA anyway. Kind of stinks that Onhill's not really developing. I guess he hasn't played too much down there. Got our injured list. So 1 more week. Potentially could bring him up at some point. But that's going to be it for this video. So if you made it to this point, I appreciate it. And talk to you all in the next one. Peace.